Hello, good afternoon, KIP family. Welcome back and welcome to our last math video lesson. Oh my goodness, it has been long weeks, but you guys have been working really hard. I am so happy you've been showing your grit, never giving up, even though you're tired of getting up in the morning and tired of doing your lessons on the computer. You're almost done with this part of the school year, all right? So good job hanging in there. Good job watching your math lessons and doing your math work and your math tests. Remember, math tests will be out on Wednesday, so don't just stop after Monday and Tuesday. Keep working, all right? Keep holding on in there. Like I told you during morning meeting, there's 8 more work days, all right? 8 more school working days. We don't have school on Monday, Memorial Day, so we'll be back at it on Tuesday, all right? Can't wait to see you at the kindergarten parade next week. It's sneaking up. Let's pray for really good and beautiful weather on that day, all right? All right, let's get started with our math lesson. Of course, you know, we're gonna start off with our math song, all right? Miss Green has some fun videos for you today, and as you see, we have a lot to do for math today. So make sure you have your focused eyes on, you're looking and listening, you're sitting down, and you have your paper and your pencil to work along with Miss Green, all right? So 1, make sure you're focused. 2, make sure you're sitting down and looking and listening. And 3, make sure you have your paper and pencil to work along with Miss Green. Here are your 3 lessons for this week. Lesson number 1, counting by tens. We're going 10 through 100 today. And Miss Green has the number words. This is how you spell each number counting by tens. There's that big number at the bottom, 100, all right? So we'll be counting by tens. For our first lesson, lesson number 2, identify bigger and smaller numbers. Identify bigger and smaller numbers. Remember, if it's going up to the right, closer to 20, it's a bigger number. If it's coming down to the left, it's a smaller number on the number line, all right? So identify bigger and smaller number. Know if the number is bigger or smaller, all right? Use that number line to help you with that. And our last lesson for this week is complete trios when 1 is the unknown. So we're going to be working with these number bonds again, our trios. 1, 2, 3. Trio means 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to be working with trios when 1 is here, or we're trying to figure out what else goes with 1, the unknown. That's why that question mark is there, all right? So we're going to use that with subtraction again today, all right? So lesson 1, counting by tens. Lesson 2, comparing larger and smaller amounts, identifying bigger and smaller amounts. And lesson 3, subtracting 1, all right? Taking away, minus, subtracting, all right? Those are our 3 lessons. Let's get started so you guys can watch this lesson and have a 100% on every lesson and your math test this week. I know you can do it. Here we go. Let's start with our math song. 1, 2, 3. Math is so much fun for everyone. Math. Numbers, symbols, shapes, and signs. I see math all around. Math is so much fun for everyone. Math. Numbers, symbols, shapes, and signs. I see math all around. Math. Yeah. All right. Let's sing one more song before we start with our counting by tens. All right, here we go. Let's sing 5 Little Ducks. All right. 5 little ducks went out to play over the hills and far away. When Mother Duck caught 'em with a quack, 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 4 little ducks came waddling back. 4 little ducks went out to play over the hills and far away. When Mother Duck caught 'em with a quack, 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 3 little ducks came waddling back. 3 little ducks went out to play over the hills and far away. When Mother Duck caught 'em with a quack, 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 2 little ducks came waddling back. 2 little ducks went out to play over the hills and far away. When Mother Duck caught 'em with a quack, 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 1 little duck came waddling back. 1 little duck went out to play over the hills and far away. When Mother Duck caught 'em with a quack, 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 all the little ducks came waddling back. Yay! All right, friends, let's get those counting fingers up, bear dens up. Let me see who I see with their bear dens up. All right, friends, we're going to count. First, we're going to count up to 20 the math way, the say 10 way, all right? Don't forget that say 10 way. You're going to use that in first grade. First, we're going to count to 20 the say 10 way. And then we're going to practice counting up to 10 using 1 more, down to 0 using 1 less, all right? You're going to have to remember that 1 more and 1 less today. All right, so using 1 more and 1 less. And then we'll finish up by counting to 20 in Spanish. Are we ready? Bear dens up. Ready and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9, 2 10s. Good job, 2 10s. All right, let's count up to 10 using 1 more. We're going to start at 0 and add 1 more each time. And then we're going to come back down to 0 using 1 less, all right? This is going to help you, remember which numbers are bigger and which numbers are smaller. So as we're counting, I want you to count up and then count down looking at that number line at the same time, all right? Here we go. 0, we're starting with 0. Here we go. 0. 1 more than 0 is 1. 1 more than 1 is 2. 1 more than 2 is 3. 1 more than 3 is 4. 1 more than 4 is 5. 1 more than 5 is 6. 1 more than 6 is 7. 1 more than 7 is 8. 1 more than 8 is 9. 1 more than 9 is 10. Good, 2 5s. Let's go down, 1 less. 10. 1 less than 10 is 9. 1 less than 9 is 8. 1 less than 8 is 7. 1 less than 7 is 6. 1 less than 6 is 5. 1 less than 5 is 4. 1 less than 4 is 3. 1 less than 3 is 2. 1 less than 2 is 1. And 1 less than 1 is 0. Good job. Remember, when you're going up and the number's getting bigger, you're going up to the right. When the number is smaller, 1 less, you're going down closer to 1 or 0. All right? You'll see that a lot this week. So make sure you remember that in that brain. Lock it in. All right, friends. I told you we count to 20 in Spanish. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nueve, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Muy bien. Good job. All right, friends, track the board. All right, let's look over our tens quickly. Let's look over our tens. Give me a thumbs up if you've been practicing counting by 10 since last week. That was on our lesson last week, and we only went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This week, we're going all the way through 100, all right? So hopefully you've been practicing that. We're gonna practice it again today. We're gonna watch that video that we watched last week that showed us how to count by tens, and it showed us the number word for each one. All right, so let's practice together quickly, and then we're gonna go over the words before we watch the video. All right, so let's look over here. Let's start at 10. Let's count down to 100. Ready and count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And you see, friends, the number's getting bigger, just like if you count by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that first number, 1. Then the next time we add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like how we've been counting since we were a baby. This time we're adding a 0 in that spot, all right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You see it? And here are the words to spell them out. Last week we practiced looking at that first sound to figure out, how do I spell that word? So here's 10, 20, they're all ending with that Y at the end. 30, TH thumb, 30, 40, we see our sight word in there, 4, 40, 50, 60, when we get to 60, look, I see the word 6 in there. 60, 70, I see 7, 70, 80, I see 8 in that word. I put a line under the word 8, 80, 90, and then there's the word again, 100, all right? 100. So look over those for a second. Make sure you remember how to spell those words. You'll see them. You'll have to figure out, how do I show 40? How do I show 50? How do I show 60? And you're gonna see these number words in there, all right? Because they want you to know how to spell them, and they want you to know how to write them, and they want you to know how to recognize them when you see them, all right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right? And we're going to do some skip counting in our tens to make sure that we understand what order they go in. All right? So before we practice this part together, Miss Green is going to share with you a video that we watched last week that helped us count by tens and those number words. So here we go.
Hey kids, fasten your seatbelts. Let's take off to Numbers Land. Here we go. What can you see on the clouds? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, land. Here we go. We did it. Great job.
40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good job, friends. I hope you paid close attention to that so you know how to recognize those when you see them on your lessons. All right, let's look closely at our board here. I know there's a little bit of a reflection from the light, but I hope you can see it. All right, looking at our numbers here, we're going to practice some counting by tens. And I want to see if you can figure out what is that missing number. Get counting by tens. So let's look at this first one. Miss Green filled it in and I left a line so that you guys could tell me what is that missing number. Which number did Miss Green skip when counting by tens? Let's look at it. Here we go. 10, 20, 40, 50. Ooh, look at my numbers here. What number is missing? I see a 1, 2. What number comes after 2? 1, 2, 10, 20. 10, 20. You're right. 30. And I have to add my 0 in there if I add a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going in order. But this time we're counting by tens instead of 1. So it goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then I could even add 60 after that. Good job finding that missing number. The missing number was 30. Counting by tens. Let's look at the next one. Started with 40. I'm ending with 80. I'm going to look at my first number to try to figure out what number would come in between. What number did Miss Green skip? 40, 50, 60, 80. What is that missing number? Here are my numbers here. This time Miss Green started with 40. I started in the middle. 40, 50, 60. What would come next? Here's my number, 4, 5, 6. 7 would go there. And then I know I need to add my 0 for counting by tens. So it's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And then I could even add, good, 90 at the end. All right. Filled in that missing number. I started in a different spot. I didn't start counting by tens. I started with 40, counting from 40. So don't let them trick you on your lessons. Sometimes they might start counting from 10. Sometimes they might start counting from a different number. So you have to know, they did start with 10. They started with 40, 40, 50, 60, 70. You have to count up, all right? Here's the next one. Did I start at 10? No. I started at 70, that big number, 70. So I went 70, 80, 90, beep. What would that missing number be? Look at your numbers here. I started at 70. What is that number Miss Green skipped? See, she put them, when I was counting my ones, it would be 7, 8, 9, beep. What is that missing number when counting by tens? 70, 80, 90. The last number, 100. How do I write 100? A 1 and 2 zeros, not just 1 0. 100 has 2 zeros. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I have to add another 0, just like these numbers had a 0 at the end. 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, good job. Starting at those different spots and knowing how to count up by tens, even when there's a missing number. So we had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then we had 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And then we had 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, so make sure you look to see what number are they starting with. And then if I look at that first spot, I know, I count by ones. It will help me figure out what number comes next, all right? And counting by tens. Good job, friends. I hope you're practicing on your paper at home, writing these numbers by tens, and even practicing some of these number words, how to spell the numbers by tens. All right, let's keep going. This time, Miss Green has 3 spots in the middle that are missing. All right, so take a second to look at these 3. This one I started with 20. The next one I started with 60. And the last one I'm starting with 10. But you have to fill in 3 missing numbers. You're gonna see this on your lessons. So it's not just one number you're filling in, you have to fill in all 3 lines. They're missing, so they need your help to fill them in. Take a second to look at that. And don't forget, your numbers are right here, counting by tens to 100. All right, here we go. Miss Green is starting with 20 on this one. So here's my 20 spot. I need to know what would come next after 20. What is between 20 and 60? Think about your numbers that are between 2 and 6. 2 and 6. 20, beep, 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 60. What are my missing numbers? Counting by tens. Practice makes perfect. If you practice now, you'll be ready to do it on your test and on your lessons. So let's try it together. 20. Well, my numbers. What comes after 20? 20, 30. Remember to follow that spot, that 10 spot. 10, if you follow by the 10 spot, the 2 is there. 2, 3, what comes after 3? 4, and remember to add your 0. What comes after 4? 5, and add your 0. So now we have our numbers, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 would be next. All right, so fill in that 10 spot. Look at that 10 spot to figure out 2, and 3, and then 4, 5, 6. So now my numbers are in order. I had to make sure I added that 0 if I counted by ones to help me figure out how to count by tens. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Right down the line. Good. Let's keep going. Next one. Miss Green is starting with, what's that big number? 6 comes first and then the 0. 60. All right, so figure out what numbers come between 60 and that big 100. Here's 60 here. What numbers come between 60 and 100? 60 and 100. Fill in those missing numbers by tens. So we have a 6 in the 10 spot. What comes after 6? Good, 7. So that will help you remember. 6, 7, add your 0. So it says 70, 60, 70, 80. And what's that next missing number before 100? 60, 70, 80, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. There's our missing numbers. We filled in 1, 2, 3 missing numbers. Count with me. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good job. I think you're getting the hang of it. Counting by tens. Using that 10 spot to help us figure out, if I count by ones and add a 0, that will help me figure it out even faster. Good. Let's try one more. I'm starting with 10. I'm starting at the top. Counting by tens. What numbers come between 10 and 40? My screen messed that up a little bit. 10 and 50. Had to catch that really quick. Sorry, friends. What numbers come between 10 and 50? 10 and 50. We're starting at the top with tens. What number comes between 10 and 50? Between 1 and 5. I have a line under this 1. If you want to count by ones first. $10, $20, okay. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, for 30, 10, 20, 30. What's that last one? 10, 20, 30. 40. Good. 40, then 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Good job, friends. Counting by tens and recognizing what number comes next, even if you don't start from 10. Good job. One last thing I want to show you, and make sure you guys remember from last week, we talked about our blocks. And our blocks, if I just have one, we talked about that being the 10 spot, all right? And if I add more and I make a whole tower, that's my 10 tower, okay? So we're gonna remember that each block is equal to 10. So we have to, if we want to count really, really quickly, we have to know how to count by tens, all right? So let's look at this tower down here. They want me to show them a certain amount, and I have to figure out how many that is. Sometimes I have to make the tower in my lessons. So let's look at this one and figure out how much is this showing me? How much is this tower showing me? If each block is worth tens, how many is this tower showing me? I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in my tower. 5 blocks in my tower. Each one makes 10. So if I count it by tens, how much would this tower be showing me? What number by tens is this tower showing me? Let's count by tens together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Good job. So this tower is showing me 50. All right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting by tens 5 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that tower is showing me 50. 50. Let's keep practicing that. Now, what if they told me, show me a tower of 70? What if the question said, show me a tower of 70? 70. How many blocks would I need to show a tower of 70? How many blocks would I need? Let me see, how many fingers do I have that would make it to 70? If I count it by tens, how many blocks would I need? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. How many fingers do I have up? Excellent, 7 fingers. So I would need 7 blocks. Each block is worth 10. So I would need 7 blocks to make 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. Screen's not doing the neatest. 5, 6, 7. Now I will go back and count them to make sure I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 blocks makes 70. Makes 70. Let's do another one. Let's see if I can trick you. Miss Green's gonna trick you. How many blocks would I need to make 10? How many blocks would I need to make 10? Who can I trick? How many blocks to make 10? Use those fingers if you need to. Let's try it. Let's count by tens and see how many fingers we need to get to 10. 10. Oh, I'm already to 10. So that means I only need, 1 block. There it is. 1 block all by itself makes 10. All right, let's try one more. I want to see how many blocks I need to show 100. How many blocks do I need to show 100? Do it on your paper. How many blocks to show 100? This is for my first grade ready friends. Take a second to think about it. Use those fingers if you need to. How many blocks to show 100? Each block is 10. How many of these would I need to show 100? Use those fingers, use your paper. Maybe you have some toys at home you can use to count by tens, like Miss Green is using my blocks. You figure it out first. Now I want to see if you get it correct. How many blocks to make 10? Five more seconds. Tricky, tricky, tricky. All right, friends, let's use those hands. Let's count by tens and see how many to get to 100. Count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many fingers? 10. So Miss Green needs to show how many blocks? Correct. 10 blocks. It's kind of hard to draw on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A tower of 10 blocks to make 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So in order to show 100, I needed to move or I needed to draw 10 blocks. Good job using those fingers to help you and counting by tens. You guys are getting so smart. Good job. We're done with our tens now. Here's our number words if you want to keep looking at that, or if you want to come back and look at it and pause the video to help you with your lessons, have mommy or daddy or grandpa help you with that, okay? We're going to move over here to our number line. Oh, goodness. We've been practicing this number line every week, and I know that we know it by now. We know the numbers that are bigger because they go right, they go up the number line. The numbers that get smaller go down the number line. So we're going to be circling the numbers that are smaller or bigger up here. And then you don't have to tell me which number line shows the number with more, all right? So Miss Green is going to show you a few videos, and then we're going to practice on the board, all right? We have a few more things left, and we'll be on our way. Here we go. Bigger and smaller. Help them find the number that is bigger or smaller. Pay close attention. Are they saying bigger or smaller? job. You guys figured out those numbers that are bigger and smaller. We're gonna watch one more video quickly about ones and tens that Miss Green was talking about before we move back to our board. Track the screen.
When we look at a number like 35, each digit in this number has its own value. There is a number in the ones place and a number in the tens place. Let's have a closer look at each number to see its true value. The ones place is furthest to the right. The number in the ones place always equals itself. In our number 35, the 5 is in the ones place. Its value is just that, 5. It is represented by the 5 ones cubes. The next place over is the tens place. The number in the tens place is always 10 times the value the number shown. It's like counting by tens to the number you see. In our number 35, the 3 is in the tens place. We can find its value by counting by tens 3 times. Let's try it. 10, 20, 30. The value of the 3 is 30. Another trick you can remember is to just put a 0 at the end of the number. The 3 in 35 is represented by the 3 tens blocks, which equals 30. In the number 26, the 6 is in the ones place and the 2 is in the tens place. The 6 is worth just 6, which is represented by 6 cubes. The 2 is worth 20 because it is in the tens place and is represented by the 2 long tens blocks. You can count by tens using the base 10 blocks or just count in your head. 10, 20. I'll leave you with a challenge. Can you tell the value of the digits in the number 52? What is the value of the 5? What is the value of the 2? I'll give you some time to think, but if you need more time, you can pause the video and answer when you're ready. Okay, here's the answer. The 2 is in the ones place, so it's just worth 2. The 5 is in the tens place, so we'll have to count by tens 5 times. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The value of the 5 is 50. Remember to look at the place the digit is in before you decide the value of that number. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. See you next time.
Yay. Learning, learning, learning. Growing those brains, getting first grade ready. That's big stuff there, friends. That's big stuff. All right, let's look up here to our number line. Let's look at our number line. 1 through 20. Remember, if you see the number going further up, it's bigger. If it's going down towards that 1 or that 0, it's smaller. All right? So let's look at our numbers up here. We're going to figure out, we're going to start off circling. We're going to circle the number that is bigger. All right? We're going to circle the number that is bigger. All right? So make sure when you're doing your lesson, you're taking your time and you're looking to see, is it asking me for the number that is bigger or the number that is smaller? All right. So I'm going to ask for the number that is bigger. Which number is bigger? 4 or 7? 4 or 7? Here's 4. Here is 7. Remember, when you go up, it gets bigger. When you go down, it gets smaller. So which number is closer to the 20? Here's 4. Here's 7. Good. 7 is closer to the 20, so 7 is bigger than 4. 7 is bigger than 4. 4 is down here closer to the 1, so we know that it is smaller than 7. Let's look at 8 and 12. 8 and 12. Which number is bigger? Circle it on the screen or write it on your paper. 8 Here's 8. Here is 12. Which number is bigger? Bigger. Eight and 12. Ooh, that's getting really close to the 20. So I know that 12 is bigger than 8. 12 over here is bigger than 8 down to the left side. Good. Let's look at 5 and 13. 5 and 13. Which number is bigger? Which number is bigger, 5 or 13? Here's 5 on the number line. Here's 13. Which number is bigger? Definitely 13. When you turn 13, you're not in kindergarten anymore. In kindergarten, you were 5 years old. When you're 13, you're going to be a teenager. So we know 13 is bigger than 5. All right, let's look at these numbers at the bottom. Let's find the number that is smaller. Find a number that is smaller. So that means it's going to be closer down here to the 1. Let's look at 18 and 3. 18 and 3. Here's 18. Here's 3. 18 and 3. Circle the number that is smaller. Circle the number that is smaller. 18, way down here to the right, and 3, way down here to the left. So which number is smaller? Definitely 3 is smaller than 18. 3 is smaller. All right, let's look at 1 and 20. 1 and 20. Here is 1 down here on the number line. Here is 20. 1 at this end, 20 at the whole other end of the number line. So which one is smaller, 1 or 20? I knew I couldn't trick you. 1 is smaller than 20. They're at way different ends of the number line. All right, let's try the last one. 6 and 16. 6 and 16. They almost look the same, but they're different numbers. 6 is right here. 16 is here. Which one is smaller? 6 or 16? Which one is smaller? You got it. 6 is smaller than 16. Good job, friends. You guys are getting that. Smaller and bigger. You know, when we start adding those ones to our teenage numbers, they get bigger. So don't let those numbers that look the same trick you. These would be equal if it says 6 and 6. But this one says 6, this one says 16. So 6 is smaller than 16. Good job. All right, now we're going to look at our number lines here. We're going to try to figure out, which number line shows the bigger number? Let's look at these two right here. We're going to circle the one or put a check by the one that shows the bigger number. The bigger number. Which one stretches out the farthest? Which one goes closer to 10 at the end? Which one is closer to 10 at the end? Remember, we wanted to go all the way to the end. That means the number is the biggest. So which number line is closer to 10? Which one shows the bigger number? The top one or the bottom one? Which one shows the bigger number? I see that this top one is showing me how much? 1, 2, 3. That red line shows me that it's showing me 3. 1, 2, 3. It stopped at the 3. Now the bottom one is showing me that it's stopping at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's stopping at 7. So which number is bigger, 3 or 7? Which line looks the longest? Which number line shows the bigger number? I have to look at that red line to help me figure out how long it's stretching, how many numbers it's covering. Look at my number line, 3 and 7. 7 is closer to 10. So this one right here, the bottom one, shows me the number line with the bigger number. 7 is bigger than 3. So this number line shows me the bigger number. I use that red line to help me. Look how much longer it is than the 3. So this number line shows the bigger number. Good job. Let's try it again. Excuse me. All right, let's look at these two number lines. Let's figure out which number line shows the greater number, the bigger number. The top number line or the bottom number line. Remember, look at that red line to find how many numbers it's covering. Look at these two over here. To the top one and see how many numbers it's covering, the red line. Where does it stop? Then look down here and figure out where the red line stops and circle that number. If it's on your computer, you can circle it with your finger. Excuse me. So let's look at the top one. How many numbers is that red line covering? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to circle 10. It went all the way to 10, to the end of the number line. Let's look at the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The red line stopped at the 6. So now we can look at our number line. They stopped at 10 on the first number line, the top one. The bottom one stopped at 6. So which number is closer to 10? Which number line is showing me the bigger number? Which one is showing me the bigger number? Circle with your finger either the top or the bottom. Which red line is showing the bigger number? There's that red line that you're going to see. Good. The top one. This number line shows 10. The bottom number line only shows 6. 10 is bigger than 6. So this number line is showing me the bigger number. The top one is stretched out all the way to 10. Good job. I hope you guys do a good job on your lessons, trying to find the number line that shows the bigger number. And I know you guys already know how to find these, the bigger and smaller number, when you see two numbers. Good job. Keep practicing that at home. All right, friend, we have one more thing to practice before we're done with our video. We're going to practice our subtraction again. This is your last lesson, subtraction. Yet last week, we learned that anything that you take away from itself equals 0. Remember, so like if I had 10 and I take 10 away, we already know there's only 0, there's 0 left. There's nothing left. If I have 1 million minus 1 million, it equals 0. So any number by itself, you don't have to wonder, is 0. Just like that video we watched, all right? So we're going to be looking at our trios, our number bonds, and figuring out, what is the unknown answer? What is that unknown answer when we take 1 away. So we're doing 1 less, just like when we count it with our fingers, 10, 1 less than 10 is 9, 1 less than 9 is 8. And we're gonna figure out how many would be less. How many would be left if we took 1 away? 1 less. Remember, we're counting down, we're subtracting, we're taking away. All right, so Miss Green is gonna show you a quick clip and we will finish up. And Miss Green will add your lessons later after you watch this important video. All right. Let's start off with our friend, Jack Hartman.
Let's practice our subtraction facts. Learn with me like this and learn just like that. When you subtract, you take away and always get less. When you subtract, you get the difference. When there's subtraction anytime, you always see the minus sign. Subtract 1 from each number. 13 minus 1 equals 12. 12 minus 1 equals 11. 11 minus 1 equals 10. 10 minus 1 equals 9. 9 minus 1 equals 8. 8 minus 1 equals 7. 7 minus 1 equals 6. 6 minus 1 equals 5. 5 minus 1 equals 4. 4 minus 1 equals 3. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Practice our subtraction facts. Now you answer before me. 13 minus 1 equals 12. 12 minus 1 equals 11. 11 minus 1 equals 10. 10 minus 1 equals 9. 9 minus 1 equals 8. 8 minus 1 equals 7. 7 minus 1 equals 6. 6 minus 1 equals 5. 5 minus 1 equals 4. 4 minus 1 equals 3. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 2 minus 1 equals 1. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Practice our subtraction facts. Now answer on your own.
All right, friends, good job. You can watch that video again later to help you count down and practice taking away 1. Here is another very quickly.
Xavier, today we're going to use blocks to count the numbers between 10 and 19. Look at the pyramid I built with these 10 blocks. Pretty cool, right? 10 ones equals 1 group of 10. Now, I have a group of 10 and 0 extra ones. We're going to leave this group of 10 stacked so it's easier for us to count up. Here, I have my group of 10, but I have also added one more. 11 is a group of 10 and 1 extra 1. 12 is 1 group of 10 and 2 extra 1s. 13 is 1 group of 10 and 3 extra 1s. 14 is 1 group of 10 and 4 extra 1s. 15 is 1 group of 10 and 5 extra 1s. 16 is 1 group of 10 and 6 extra 1s. 17 is one group of 10 and 7 extra ones. 18 is one group of 10 and 8 extra ones. 19 is one group of 10 and 9 extra ones. Look, all of our eSpark friends are here to help us count.
All right, friends, let's come back to our board and finish up our lesson. All right, there was a lot to go over today, but I know you guys are locking it in that brain so that you can do your best this week and over the summertime. Don't stop that learning over the summer. All right, let's look at our last little section down here, subtracting 1. All right, so I'm going to look at my number bond, my trio, and figure out, if I have 3 and I take away 1, how many would I have left? So we're going to be moving that around. You're going to see several of these on your lessons. So you have to figure out, I'm starting with 3. How many of these blocks should I move to this part? How many of these blocks should be moved to this part? If I had 3 grapes and I ate 1, so we would move the 1 block here and cross that 1 out. If I had 3 grapes, I ate 1, how many do I have left? What's that missing number? 3 minus 1 leaves me how many left? I have 3, I eat 1, I have 2 left. Good. 1 less than 3 is 2. 3 take away 1 is 2. Just like you're going down the number line, you're going to the smaller number, not the bigger number. We're not adding, we're going to the smaller number. We're subtracting. I had 3, I started with 3, I ate 1. So now I have 1, 2 grapes left. All right. You see that big picture? All right, let's keep going. I have 6 over here. Take 1 away. How many are left? 1 less than 6. We're only taking 1 away. I have 6 toy cars. I left 1 in the car. How many are left? I have 6 toy cars. I leave 1 in the car. How many do I still have? How many do I still have? They want to know. How many do you still have? I have 6. I leave 1 in the car. I have 1 less than 6 is on our number line. 5. Good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So I would write a 5 in that spot, take the question mark away, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 less than 6 is 5. Taken away, I'm subtracting. So I'm crossing out that 1, crossing out that 1, crossing out that 1 toy car, that block, and it's leaving me with 5 left. So make sure you count. The key to get it correct is making sure that you're counting correctly. Making sure that you're counting correctly. All right, let's keep moving. Now, the big number is 9. You're starting with 9. 9. I have 9 balloons. I have 9 balloons. 1 flew away. 1 flew away. How many balloons do I have left? I have to figure out 1 less than 9. I had 9 balloons. 1 flew away, so it's gone. Taking that away, I'm subtracting. How many balloons do I have left? If I'm counting down 10, 9, what's 1 less than 9? How many balloons do I have left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 balloons left. So now I can fill in that missing number. I had 9 balloons, 1 flew away. Now I have 8 left. 8 left. 1 less than 9 is 8. Taking 1 away on all of these. You're going to be practicing taking only 1 away. Subtracting 1. So now at the bottom, I want you to figure out that missing number. If you had 4 of something, you took 1 away, how many are left? If you had 10 of something and you took 1 away, how many are left? Go ahead and take a minute to figure that out. This one is 4 minus 1. This one is 10 minus 1. Go ahead and figure those out. You have 4. Remember, 1 less, you're only taking 1 away. You can use your number line to help you too. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, I have 4 pieces of candy. I have 4 pieces of candy. For a snack, I ate 1 piece. I ate 1. How many pieces of candy do I have left? I have 4. I eat 1. I have 3 pieces left. Good. 4 minus 1 that I ate equals 3 left. You remember that subtraction, cross out in all those areas, 3 left. And our last one, 10. Here we go. I have 10 pencils in my crayon box. I have 10 pencils in my crayon box. I let my friend borrow 1 pencil. How many pencils are left? I had 10. 1 less than 10 is, I had 10 pencils. Both of my fingers are up, both hands. Give 1 pencil to a friend, only 1. How many do I have left? Good job. I knew you would get it. 9 left. I had 10, took 1 away. I have 9 pencils left. 10 minus 1 that I gave away leaves 9 left. Cross it out, 9 left. Awesome job, friends. You guys are gonna do so great this week. You're gonna rock it out. You're gonna remember after watching these videos, all these math strategies, and you're gonna rock them out on your lessons and on your test this week. Good job, Notre Dame. It's been great being with you. Remember those 3 lessons for the week? I'll put those on later on tonight after you watch this video. Then you can start your math lessons, all right? Remember our 10s, filling in those missing spots, showing the numbers with the blocks. Remember, each block equals 10, all right? And you have to show how many of these would make that number, all right? So lesson 1, counting by 10s. Lesson 2, identifying bigger and smaller, even on that number line. And lesson 3, complete the trios when 1 is the unknown, all right? Do your best, stay focused. I'll send your quiz out or your test out on Wednesday. And I'll be looking to see who is that winner for doing their work by 12 o'clock. Last week, Levi Harris was our winner for math. Good job. Finished all his math and phonics lessons and doing his math tests. So good job. Rock it out, my friends. We have 8 more days. Keep up the good work. Love you.